Yeah, so just want to give you a light disclaimer. So everything we do it for educational purpose only. Ethical use, no illegal activities, no unauthorized access. So yeah, let's get started. Yeah, we can try understanding the fundamental idea of encryption and decryption. So this is foundational knowledge everyone should know. So because everything you see today, every single thing, every single digital data, every single thing is encrypted and decrypted. Everything, every single thing. You open your laptop or you open your phone, whatever you type, whatever you do, everything is mostly encrypted and decrypted. A simple example would be like you can think like WhatsApp message, like from sender to receiver. So the WhatsApp message itself is encrypted, can only be seen or verified by receiver. Other than these two parties, nobody, even WhatsApp guys, the Meta guys also cannot see that data. I mean, that's what the claim is. It's possible, of course. So generally, everything is encrypted in digital world. Everything is decrypted. So it's understanding the encryption, decryption is foundational knowledge for anybody, like any computer science people or any security people, like anyone. So first, I'll give you a simple idea of I need to tell you some vocabulary. So the vocabulary is more like, for example, they call something called plain text. You can think like that's the message, whatever the message. They call something called ciphertext. Sorry, ciphertext. Ciphertext is something like encrypted message. Right. So basically, the idea of the encryption is you have plain text, which is message. Maybe I'll just draw some technical things. Let's say you have one message, something like this, and you use some in middle something. The plain text will go to that particular box. Let's say it will come out as ciphertext. So you can think like this is encrypted, like, so I'll just call C, this is P, let's say. So here somewhere this is black box right now, but we'll come to that what this is there inside this box. But that's the idea of encryption. Encryption means you take some message which is plain, can be seen by anybody, or and once it goes to the box, it does something inside the box, and it comes out as ciphertext, so they call. So decryption is opposite. So you have the ciphertext again. So there is a box example. Something happened inside the box, and it comes out plain text back. The original message is back, basically. So that's what the very high level intuitive idea of encryption and decryption. Basically, you want to turn the message into ciphertext. That's an encryption. And you want to get the plain text back. That's a decryption. So that's the high level idea. It's a simple like this. Let's say you have a message like hello. That's a plain text, you can say. The plain text will get converted into some ciphertext. I don't know, maybe something like, I don't know, X1 to whatever. It doesn't matter. Something like that. So this is a ciphertext that's called. So this process you can say encryption, encryption or encrypted, whatever things. Then the opposite like copy, paste, hello back. It's more like a decrypted. So that is very fundamental idea of encryption and decryption. Uh, Maybe I can show you some diagrams so that you can get some idea. Hmm. Yeah, maybe it looks better. Hope it's visible, but it's okay. You can see there is plain text, raw message. You use some box. We'll talk about the keys later, but just some black box converts into ciphertext. The ciphertext will be converted into plain text. That's a decryption mode. So that's the foundational idea. It's the same, mostly same. Everything is pretty much same. Plain text, I think this looks good. Very simple. Plain text is encrypted into ciphertext. Then ciphertext is decrypted into decrypted back to plain text. So that's the foundational idea. This also same. We'll see about the keys later, but that's the idea. Yeah, so that's the idea of the entire encryption and decryption. Now you can ask like what happens, like how a piece of data is encrypted. Like so, there are some types of encryption. You can say types of encryption. So they call like the first one is symmetric encryption. Let's say symmetric means they use a single key. They call key. I'll tell you what key means, but they use some sort of key, a single key for both encryption and decryption. Example, let's say I have a message, which I have plain text, key, ciphertext. For example, plain text is, let's say, hello. Example. And key is something like, you can think like some text example. I'm just making it up. And the ciphertext will be something like that. Doesn't matter. Something like that. Now, the reverse also same. I'll just copy the same thing, paste. Copy, paste. Hello. Something like this. So this box is encryption, the top one. The below is the decryption. So you can see some key is used. Example, the same key is used to also decrypt it mostly. So for example, let's I'm the sender. I create a key. Example, I will give that key to you. You are the receiver, and I will give you my message. So I will give you these two things to you. So I will give you the ciphertext, and I will give you the key. Since you know the key, you can use the key to decode the ciphertext. You will get your message back. So anybody who has the key can open the message mostly. It's like a code. You and I have the same code. So I tell the code to you. You use the code to get the original message back mostly. So that's what they call symmetric encryption. Symmetric means same key or single key, like one key. Same key is used for both. So usually it's very fast. Uh, Fast as in fast to decrypt, fast to encrypt. You know, uh, like if you have let's say huge data, you can use it for the symmetric encryption. Like it's a huge data, like something like that. But the con is not con, but the process is you have to share that. You have to share the key securely first. If you're sharing the key, and that is not secure. Example, like somebody got the access to the key, or in a way they can listen to your message or they can get your message. Like, yeah, you can say it's a con or pro. It depends on how you see. But generally, if you can securely share that key to receiver, you are good. Like, but even sharing the key is also something like message is being passed to other. So that means there is a possibility to, if somebody knows that key, you have to even create encrypt the key also. But for that also you need another key. For that also you need another key. It's like a loop actually. But as long as you can send one message securely, the key, the rest of the messages will be secure because the key is with you only. So typically you observe this behavior on AWS. So AWS, they whenever you create instance or something, they ask you to create a key, like a PEM file, .pem file, or yeah, if you observe it, like, so you can think like the same key is used to create instance, same key is used to access. So yeah, simple. Yeah, so that's the idea of symmetric encryption. Yeah, any questions, anything so far? I'll just enhance the thing. Sender and receiver must same key, very fast, suitable for large amounts of data. Belarus. These are the algorithms actually. We'll see that later maybe. But these are the algorithms mostly. Asymmetric key also they told, but we'll see that like. But up to here, any questions on the symmetric?
No, not currently. Everything is fine.
Okay. Then there is a second type. We call asymmetric. Asymmetric encryption. So this relies on a pair of keys actually. A pair of keys actually. So they call something called public key and private. So example, public key means anybody can anyone can kind of you know it's public, like your email ID, like anyone can view, anyone can see, anyone can use it also. That's fine. Just like your email, like your email address. So private key is more like a password, email password example. So only you, whoever is created that pair. So that is what they say it like you create a pair of keys like public key and private key. They are connected. So public key, anyone can you can share easily, anyone can view it, anything. But private key is more like a password. Only you can do to do something like to encrypt something mostly. For example, let's say a plain text is there. Uh, let's see the same example. Copy, paste. So let's say you have a plain text and use your private key to encrypt the message. I mean, you can do actually reverse way. Actually, in a way, I can let's say I'm the sender, whatever the sender is. I have a plain text. Uh, uh, I will use my public key to encrypt the message, example, whatever the message I use. And you as a receiver, you use your private key. It's not same actually. It's made to decrypt it mostly. So yeah, so this is how little mostly same, but it's little like different. We have a two key space. I think that's what they say it here also. We have a public key used for encryption. You can share that public key with anybody. Anybody can see it. But to decrypt it, you need the private key. Like you to decrypt it, you should have private key. If you don't have the private key, you cannot decrypt that message. It's a little secure, more secure compared to symmetric, but slower also. Slow. So yeah, commonly used cases are key exchange, authentication, digital signatures. If you understand crypto, like blockchain and cryptocurrencies and everything, they use this sort of key, asymmetric encryption. They use a lot. Yeah, message, public key, ciphertext, private key, message tag. So these are the algorithm names like RSA, ECC. ECC means elliptical curve. Sorry, elliptic. Sorry. There is a mathematical foundation, elliptic curve cryptography. It will be sorry. Something like this. It will generate a pair of keys, public key and private key. So this is like a mathematical. Yeah, it's a little mathematical. We don't get to it right now, but so in a way, it's very impossible to get the same private key for the same public key. It's like it's very hard. So basically, a pair of keys are created using the self-triple curve. Like a pair is created, public and private created. They are they sync together, which means one public key, a public key can have only that private key only. It cannot have another private key. So they are synced. They are paired. You can think like they are in marriage. Let's say they cannot be separated. You cannot have two private keys for one public key. You cannot have two public keys for one private key. So they are paired. They are together like that. So they're forever. So using public key, anyone can encrypt the data, but using the private key, you can only decrypt the data like. So that's how. I mean, that's the high level gist of asymmetric encryption, right? It's also known as public key and cryptography. It's a pair of linked keys. Yeah, they're both linked. One public, one private. The public key is freely distributed, obviously. It usually encrypts the data, while the private key is kept secret. Uh, it's with the owner, whoever is the owner. See some images. Something like this. Something like this. They have a plain text. First, these keys are created. One key public, one key is private. So public key is used mostly to convert the data into ciphertext, and the private key or secret key used to decrypt the data back to plain text. So that's the whole idea is symmetric. Asymmetric is you either use one key or you use two keys.
So these two keys, how are they stored in the system?
Sorry, two keys.
How are they stored in the system? Suppose I want to generate encryption, just like you
Mhm.
said.
Mhm.
Then do we have to generate both of the keys using key
Yes.
generator or?
No, no. I
Yeah.
mean, see, basically, the pair of keys are generated. The pair is generated. So mathematically, using mathematical equation, they get generated. Example, let's say me, let's say me, I generate two, I generate a pair, generate a pair. Example, let's say I created a public key. Let's call it key one. Example, just some text. Or let's say ABC. ABC is my key. I also created private key. So obviously it's hidden. So I'll just start it like example. Now I create these two keys. Okay. I generated these pairs. Now, for example, let's say you. Now you want to send a message to me. You. You want to send a message to me. Example, let's say. Uh, let's say you have a message. Hello. You want to send it to me securely. So what you do is you take my public key, ABC, example, and you encrypt that message. Encrypt means, I don't know, whatever the answer is, something like it doesn't matter. Okay. Now you send me this. Now this message can only be retrieved by this private key. Now you send me this message to me. Now I receive this message back here, let's say. I use my private key, which is, let's say, now star, 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 and I'll get my message back. I mean, your message back. So in a way, I'm not sharing anything secret to you. I'm sharing my public key on. Public key means it's public. Anybody, I can share it to anybody. You can share it to many people. It doesn't matter. But you use my public key to encrypt the message that is meant to, uh, uh, meant for me. Anybody, not only you. Let's say a third person, he has another message. Hi. He takes, say, my key, third person, let's say. He has another message. Hi. He uses my public key to encrypt the data. He'll get some, I don't know, some encrypted message. He shared that message with me. I will use my private key to decrypt the message. So in this process, if you observe it, nothing is revealed to anybody. Well, asymmetric, there is a reveal of, not reveal, but let's see, I need to pass the same key to you. So that is like little, for example, if I have to pass this to you, what if somebody acts in middle? What if somebody knows the key? That means entire our exchange is like it's over. Right? But here, nothing is like, I have my own private key and public key. I just share my public key to you. Public key is just meant to encrypt the data. If anybody knows it, it's okay, still fine. They cannot get anything. And as I told you, mathematically, this public key will not have any other private key other than this. So that generated mathematically, that's what they call elliptic curve cryptography. So mathematically, I generate these keys, which means I cannot have this public key with another private key. So they are pair. A pair is created. So even if somebody, let's say, there is no way. Mathematically, it's not possible to get the second private key for this public key. That's not even possible. It requires computation actually. Not possible means it's technically it's possible, but computationally it's not possible. We have like limited well. So that's how you and I can exchange messages. encrypt and decrypt all the process. Like, yes, any questions? Anything is that clear
So
or?
both of us will have public key.
Both will have public key. Public key can be added by anybody. It's public. Yes.
Yeah. And the private key, how is it stored, or
You
how is it
store.
used after the encryption? Means I encrypt it using the private key. Means what is the use of private key? What
No,
are the
private key
scenarios
is
in which
meant to decrypt only.
mhm, only decrypt?
Only decrypt.
So private key also has to be passed in another message or
No, no, no,
together
no,
with
no.
the
Private key,
message.
you will never pass private key to anybody.
Mhm.
You will never
Okay.
pass. You
So
keep
this
it
is
with.
decryption only at source.
Yes, yes. Private key you will never pass with anybody. It will be with you. Public key you can to anybody.
So how will this be different from the public key encryption? Because there
But
also
here
one key was
you
used.
pass the secret key itself, right? Here.
Uh-huh.
That's a secret key only. If somebody knows in middle, it's a key only. You can think like this is
Hmm.
a one key, which is let's say a private key example. So this is not
Okay.
a this is sensitive information. Public key is not a sensitive information. So, but this is
Mm-hmm.
sensitive because this is used to decrypt the data. See, anything that is used to decrypt the data is sensitive information, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is obviously sensitive information because that is used to decrypt the data. But here, I'm not sending my private key anywhere, which is used to decrypt the data. So I'm only sending my
Okay.
public key, which is not used to decrypt the data.
Okay. But how does the other person decrypt the data with the
The
public
other
key?
person, no, other person, see, other person sends, encrypts the data and sends it to me. That's it. Why other person
Okay.
decrypts the data? Because he's the creator.
Mm-hmm.
He knows the message. Why would he decrypt again? Let's
Okay.
you,
No, that is sender.
see,
Then if I am sending data,
if you, let's say, let's switch only. You're sending the data, you will
mhm,
take somebody else public key.
okay.
Then you do the
Mm-hmm.
process.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah, if you are the sender, you don't need to decrypt the message because you have the message.
Okay.
You want to make sure your message is reached to the right person securely.
Okay.
You don't need to
Understood.
decrypt the message because it's already your message. So in this case,
So mhm,
I created
if
pair.
I
I give you my
mhm,
public key or anybody. I can give to anybody. If anybody wants to talk to me, please use my public key. I'll say it like that. Hey, if
okay,
anyone wants to
understood.
talk to me,
Yeah.
please use my public key so that I can receive your message. So anyone
Yeah.
can send
Understood.
me encrypted message. Same thing for you also. Let's say you want to receive messages to anybody from anybody, then you
Mm-hmm.
say that, hey, here is my public key. Please talk to me via this public key.
Okay. And
That's
this public key broadcast, like for communication, if somebody wants to communicate with you, he has to first send a ping to request for public key, and
that
then
depends on the you can open freely share this. That
mm-hmm.
depends on the exchange. But since it's open, once it's open, which means anybody can see anything. I can send it public key without like any there is because this is not a sensitive information at all. So I can make it public, like it's open. Hey, anyone can see it. Like no need to I don't they don't need to ask me, hey, please send me a public key. Okay, I'll send him a public key. Of course they can. I mean it depends on use case, but generally assume that public means anybody can see it. Like it's like a phone book. Your phone number is you can give anybody your phone number, right? But generally your phone number is visible, like a phone number records, example. Because your phone number is public key in a way.
Yeah, got it now.
So let me enhance the message also so we can get more idea. Yeah, something like this. It's like there is a file, like budget.file. It's a symmetric encryption. You have a key, you encrypt the message, To open it, you must use the same key to decrypt. While asymmetric, you first create a pair of keys, example, private key and private key or public key. Public key is open. You can share it with anybody. Private key is more like a secret, like your password. So they're mathematically linked. Cannot be derived private key from public key. I mean, you cannot get the from public key to you cannot extract the private key also. So that's what the point. It's secure but little slower. Yeah, something like this. See. Secure email possible, HTTPS. All blockchain uses pretty much asymmetric encryption. Yeah, it's like this. You share your public key with me. I encrypt the message. Hey, meet at 9 p.m. You will get the encrypted message. I will use my private key to decrypt it and get it. In blockchain also like something called your wallet address. You can think like wallet address is like a bank account number from bank perspective. Anybody can send it to that public, message, but you use your private key to unlock that particular account. Anyone can send crypto to you using your public key, but you can only spend it. Spend means you can transfer it to somebody else using your private key. Yeah, all blockchain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, if you know, all are asymmetric encryption. Password managers sometimes use symmetric and file encryption also symmetric mostly. WhatsApp is asymmetric actually. They have exchange a key. Yeah, something like that. So there are some algorithms like AES. Uh, AES is more or less symmetric algorithm. Similarly, asymmetric algorithms also there, like RSA algorithm. Uh, they're very interesting algorithms. These are. It's nothing but just like bits only. So, I mean, if you have interest, we can go down how RSA algorithm works, how AES algorithm works. But it is nothing but a bunch of what we call like if you know bits as in like let's say 1010, shifting, rotating.
Okay.
So these kind of operations, like bit operations, mostly. You will do bunch of bit operations here and there. Uh, so that's how these algorithms are made. Like example, AES algorithm. You look at how AES works. They tell you mostly. I mean, not only like a bunch of operations like you do. Yeah, these are rounds like shift rows, shifting, mixing, substitute. So this is like a this you do it for like tens of times, 10 rounds, 12 rounds. The more rounds, more secure, but expensive cost. So